Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green is out there with Butler. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the 5. And for the Suns, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Royce O'Neal is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Richards in at the 5. The 3 from Curry. Both of these teams tonight with a fair share of veterans on their roster spread.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming into this one, BA, just ready for what the game offers up. They have young guys that are watching and getting experience from observation. But the guys on the court tonight, they're going to understand where it is that this game in a 6-minute stretch can be taken advantage of, and that could be the difference in the win.
Now here's Curry. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Curry. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing, Steph knows it.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Over Green. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Chalk up 2 there.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Durant, following the score by Golden State. Oh, that's offensive interference. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Right wing. And here's Butler. To the paint. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And here are the Warriors now. It's been 10 straight unanswered. Pass to Payton. The kick out, Curry. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 9.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
The Suns have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
A nice shot by Richards.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Booker for 3, and it's blocked by Butler.
And Butler, really, he's a two-way terror. I mean, that's the only way to say it, sending that one back.
For 3, Durant. And the three-pointer goes.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Curry. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Now here's Curry. He's got 14. Durant with it. Outside Booker. The three is up. The shot that time not on target. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And here's Curry for three. Curry with another miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
It's Beal on the wing. Lets it go from deep. This one for three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shot is good by Curry. Curry's got 16 points.
Yeah, Curry going coast to coast in no time, so great speed shown on that fast break.
Durant for three. No good. Now here's Curry. Fires from way outside. And so it's the Golden State Warriors liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 50. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's get your take, guys. On the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Love the passing that they've displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's O'Neal in at the three slot. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Suns trail by 14. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brett.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Curry with it. Beal picks him up. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
Now the combo of strength and quickness from Butler, that's going to help him on the inside.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Ryan, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. 2 points. That one goes. Booker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Curry fires the three. Payton's shot is good.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
For three, O'Neal. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. The Warriors lead by 13. Curry takes it in. On the wing, Green. Outside Butler. Curry against Beal. Drive by Curry. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Butler against Booker. Outside Durant. Lets the three fly. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Green, a screen. Launches a three. O'Neal pulls it in. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Down by 12. The three is up. Another three for Phoenix. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Pass to Durant. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. That shot is off. Outside Curry. Here's the three. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
It's Durant with a drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Shot is good by Curry.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards. That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Shot is good by Curry.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
Durant against Green. Durant surveying the D. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Curry. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Steph with a great job there, just getting to the and one opportunity. The timing of his shot and knowing when the defense is coming at him to draw contact.
Dunn, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And Booker, here we go. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Jimmy Butler. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game here. And the free throw, no good.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Getting it done from range. He's hit 6 triples so far. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Moody. And it's Heel in at the 2. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Suns trail by 17. Dunn, the pass to Bowl. From downtown. And the Suns get it back. Fires the 3. And they recover it. Allen outside. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Hield.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Inside. Here's Kuminga. That one doesn't drop. Solid defense from Bowl. Allen with it. Now Pajemski defending. Dunn controls the rebound and the putback.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Bowl, no good. The Warriors lead by 15. In transition, here come the Warriors. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. The three ball. Drains the triple. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. What a rookie year for Brandon Pajemski. A seamless transition into the league.
They talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now, that's some heady play for a rookie. Pajemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
Outside Kuminga. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside Hield. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation. That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Allen outside with the floater. Kuminga pulls it in. And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Warriors. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Here's Lee, defended by Pajemski. Hield against Allen. Bowl, a screen on Hield. Here's Allen. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Counted. And the Warriors lead by 14.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Santos has checked in for the Warriors. From behind the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. Suns trail by 14. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Deflected.
My buddy with a good awareness defensively there and a nice job in his effort defending.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. There's a screen by Bowl. For 3, Allen. The Warriors pull it in. To the middle. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And Kuminga throws it down.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
For 3, Allen. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit down. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Launches it. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 35 in the game.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Durant has the open look. Phoenix no good that time either.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Curry. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Up top, Durant. Green covering. Three-pointer. Durant, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
He buries it from 3.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
To stop the run. Oh, Green with a block. Curry with it. O'Neal covers. Curry goes in. Pass to Green. Clock at 4. Now O'Neal. There's the 3. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Curry. Outside Payton. Here's Post, hounded by Beal. Post shot no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Curry, and he makes it on the layup. Curry's got 39.
That's tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Now that's all right there because Draymond angled his body so well defensively and altered that shot.
Man, good whistle there.
Fourth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Hits both from the stripe. The Warriors lead by 23. Curry surveys. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Butler on the wing. The kick out. Curry takes a three. He drops it from range. Curry's got 44.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Booker goes in. And the layup is good off the glass.
Bumped and still finishing. Booker with great balance.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Outside Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. And for the Suns, Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Dunn. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Well, Clark, it may not be for everyone, but we have a great defensive matchup this evening in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is for me, Kevin. I mean, I like to see defense take center stage sometimes. I love when teams get after it and make it hard for each other to score. And if you're a basketball purist, this is must-watch TV.
Oh, here's Edwards. After the miss from KD. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Durant wide open. He fires. Gobert pulls it in. Done against DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo against Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Randle with a screen for Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from KD. Edwards looking it over. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Outside for Randle. 5 to shoot. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. And Durant with the block.
You know, somehow Durant is still a bit overlooked as a defender and shot blocker.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Booker with no one around. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Defended by Booker. Gobert, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Dunn covering.
2 minutes remaining in the
And the basket by Edwards.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
The Suns leading. KD looking around. And there's the drive. And then Durant with the dunk.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Nice shot by Gobert.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Here's KD after the basket by Minnesota. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Lets it go from deep. And Durant can't get that one to fall.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. Fires the three. Pass to McDaniels. Here's DiVincenzo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3-point field goal.
Durant with it. Over Randall. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
They got O'Neal. Dunn is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Durant, and it's Richards in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 6. No good from outside. Randall against KD. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And then Durant with the jam.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Randall. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that.
Booker in the post. Defended by Gobert. KD, a screen on DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. Oh, he's right in the heart of that defense. Booker.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
And here is DiVincenzo after the three-pointer from KD. Here's Gobert. Nice move. And finished off by Gobert.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Booker in the post. Working on McDaniels. Oh, the Suki smooth three from KD.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back
2 minutes
at
remaining
you.
in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's KD. The powerful flush by Durant.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. Oh, man! Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
Outside Durant. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. And here they come. Here's Randall on the wing, DiVincenzo. Edwards against Dunn. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Dunn. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
The Suns trailing. Booker, right side. Fantastic finish by Booker. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Outside, KD. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Miller. Also, Naz Reid out there. And it's Minot in at the 3. Allen passes to Bull. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
The name's Phoenix ball.
Minnesota on D. It's a 1-point game. Beal from long range. That shot off.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
There's Beal with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Miller. Good D by Lee. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Allen for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Out to Miller. Out left to the wing. Here's Minot. No scoring in this one. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in. Minot's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
That's the lead. And here's Plumlee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
At the line for Phoenix,
Plumlee hits them both. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Lee. And that one is good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Now, Alexander Walker from downtown, and Bull pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Lee outside. That one, no good. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Here's Beal. Minnesota with the rebound. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You can see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Down low and stolen by Miller. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Alexander Walker. Hands it from downtown. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Bull setting the pick for Beal. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Beal. He's guarded closely. That's a 2 from Lee, and he hits the jump shot.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Lee. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's got 9. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Beal. With the floater, he lays it in. Now it's just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Lee out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Bull in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Here's Booker. Booker going to work inside.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Durant against Randall. To tie it up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Beyond the arc. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
Floats one. Richards. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert the screen. Clock at 4. There's Anthony Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Pass to DiVincenzo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Booker outside. Launches a 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here is DiVincenzo. Edwards a screen on Booker. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Driving to the basket. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Pass to O'Neal. A 3-ball. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 8. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Booker. Randle surveying the D. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Durant. And the 3-ball is good. KD's got 23.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Edwards dishes to Randle. Back to Edwards. Randle with a screen for Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Booker hammers it down.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Edwards against Dunn. McDaniels a screen on Dunn. Edwards against Dunn. Edwards passes to Randle. The 3-pointer no good. Suns trail by 5. Lets it go with the 3. Dunn misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Up top, Gobert. Pass to Randle. Outside, Edwards. Gobert the screen. That's good from Edwards on the assist from Randle. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Booker against DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Lock at 6. Phoenix grabs the miss. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight.
See some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. Sinks that one from the post.
Excellent touch from Butler, showing he can be tricky with the floater, catching the D off guard.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Butler. Payton against DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry. Deflected by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Ball to Minnesota.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
No coverage that time.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
On the wing, Curry. McDaniels covering. Pass to Butler. Curry against McDaniels. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Edwards. 5 on the clock. Oh, my goodness! Throw it down!
Come on! Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
Tried by Curry. Outside for Green. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Payton. On the wing, Curry. The 3. They get it again. Here's Jackson Davis. Green, the pass to Butler. Misses the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Out to DiVincenzo. McDaniels a screen. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. DiVincenzo's got 6.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Curry against Edwards. Shot is good by Curry.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Warriors with the rebound.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Green with a screen on Edwards. Oh, they get a hand on it. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Curry. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Here's Gobert. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Gobert. No points yet. For three, Randall.
Capable of guarding any position on the floor. Green's energy on defense really makes an impact.
And that one drops.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
McDaniels against Green. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
On the wing, Curry. McDaniels covering. The three. Gets the three ball to go. Curry's got 5 now.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Edwards fires from way outside. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
That's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
On the court for the Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now here's Edwards. From the arc. Edwards on target.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Here's Randall. The kick out to Edwards. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Curry.
Look, just give Curry credit. When he hustles on defense, it makes a difference.
Jackson Davis a screen. Curry takes it in. That one's good. This game is all even. Curry's got 7 points.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
Butler passes to Curry. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 6. Drops in the 3. He's got 9.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Curry against McDaniels. Outside Curry, beyond the arc. They get it back. The Timberwolves lead by 3. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Curry.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall. Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Curry, down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Gobert finds Edwards. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Golden State basketball.
Curry, he's open. And again, it's Golden State.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And Edwards puts up a deep three. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Butler outside. Randall pulls down the board. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the second quarter. DiVincenzo against Curry. Left side, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Here's Payton. No made baskets yet. Green with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Randall. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Buddy Hield. Kuminga is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Post in at the 5. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Here's Santos. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. There's a screen by Kuminga. Pass to Post. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Here's Santos. Driving in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. He gets it in there.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Reed. Still no points. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Reed, 2 shots.
Good on the second one. Warriors trail by 4. Outside heel. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You can't take Hield's athleticism lightly, especially when he's looking to slash his way inside.
Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
Here's Santos. Hield up top. That's tipped. Outside Kuminga. 4-3. Reed with the rebound. A slam dunk by Reed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Post. Yet to see a basket. And the Warriors miss again. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Santos. 6 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Santos has got 4 points this quarter.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Post. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 6. Pass to Miller. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Miller's got his second basket.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Warriors trail by 5. And here's Curry for 3. Curry splashes it in.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Reed a screen on Payton. Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Golden State has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the 3rd quarter. For the lead. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And no good. The dry spell continues. Pass to Kuminga. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Fast break, Minnesota. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by DiVincenzo. Gobert's got 10.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Timberwolves. And he's at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
For 3, DiVincenzo. And they call an illegal screen here.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Warriors trail by 3. Inside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Randle, the pass to McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
At the offensive end, Gobert isn't always this aggressive, so it's really good to see.
Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
Give him a chance to pull off something special, and he will take it.
Minnesota leading by 3. Edwards looking for an opening. Gobert with a screen on Payton. Shot is good by Edwards.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Butler, a screen on McDaniels. Here's Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
DiVincenzo against Curry. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Ooh, tried to dunk it home, buddy. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the signal.
Team foul. Shooting from Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
We were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Randle. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, nice play by Randle. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Curry with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Green with a screen on McDaniels. Butler on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best. Rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket. bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs him.
Butler. Now here's Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis is screen. Drive by Curry. Back to Jackson Davis. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. DiVincenzo on the wing. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Getting it done inside. Edwards. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Here's Curry. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Curry's got 21.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Now here's Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Down low. Here's Gobert. Man, how about that? 8 for 9 now.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Jackson Davis is screen. The three from Curry. Offensive rebound. Green for three. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Oh, what a sense for the moment. Green, big time bucket.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Payton. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
To the middle. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. They played the fill-in tonight, and they played it. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
for Phoenix. We've got Booker. Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then there's Dunn. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Payton is out there with Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. Drills it from outside. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
KD sets the pick for O'Neal. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Booker. Richards with it. Butler covering. Durant. Rebound by Butler.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Warriors getting another chance here. Off target with the open look. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our focus is trying to have him take tough shots. Hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. It's good from long range.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the middle, here's Jackson Davis.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Five on the clock. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Curry's got 5.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's the screen, and here's KD for 3. Here's Richards, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall.
We talk often about Steph Curry's knack for scoring through contact, his ability to maintain concentration, take the hit, and finish. Truly a thing of beauty.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Dunn. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And it's Green missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Stolen by O'Neal. Booker with it. Now Payton defending. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
KD against Green. Fires the 3. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 5 now.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Here's Curry. Outside, Green. O'Neal against Curry. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 7. From deep three-point land, another 3 for Phoenix.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Booker outside. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. And here we go. It's Butler. Outside for Curry. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Stephen Curry's out there with Gary Payton the 2nd. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Booker. Booker taking the hit.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working. And the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent. They want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team.
Curry can't get it to go. Suns trail by 4. For 3, Durant. Durant from distance. What a shot.
Well, Kevin Durant can just hurt you in so many different ways. He's almost unguardable when he's pulling that jump shot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Green passes to Curry. This one for 3. Curry making it look so easy.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside for Curry. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
Curry knows what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch-and-shoot game.
Durant against Green to stop the run. KD can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
To the inside.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
The 3 from KD. Again, Durant missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Suns trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Curry from deep three-point land. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Richards. That one falls. Richards got his second bucket.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Here's Curry. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
But Curry can finish left, right, quick. He can quick shoot you, get you off your feet. This guy's so good on the inside.
Here's Richards. A shake. Outside for KD. Hits the three-point bomb. Durant's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Suns.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent. Basketball.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. Curry with it. He's got 22. Curry in the lane. They kick it out to Green. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He put together quite a quarter. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Grayson Allen is out there at Bowl. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Lee in at the two-guard spot. Count it. Good.
Buddy Hield not backing down on the interior. He says, I've got more than shooting in my game.
Beal drives in, and he banks in the lane. Beal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Suns trail by 6. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Lee goes in, and Plumlee kicks the ball. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Beal gets a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got 7 points.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From three, no problem.
Hield. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And the call on the folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated.
First team foul. At the line for the Suns.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Beal, the pass to Allen. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Moody. Out to the wing. On the wing, Hield. Defended by Allen. Pass to post. Just 5 to shoot. Hield against Allen. Hield can't hit. Suns trail by 3. Here's Plumlee. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Santos, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Lee buries it down low. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Santos, and he's good on the 3-ball. Santos has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lee passes to Beal, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
.144 left in the third quarter. The drive by Beal. Misses from short range.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Puts up a deep 3. Bull can't hit. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Santos. Outside, Kuminga. Hield outside. Just 4 to shoot. Fires it up. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. Suns trail by 8. Here's Beal. 7 points in the game. Allen finds Lee. And nothing is falling for him right now. Hield against Lee. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 6 here in this quarter.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Shots good by Lee.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Kuminga. They kick out to Hield. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hield's got 8 points.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
7 seconds left to play in the third. Allen's shot is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The Warriors on top. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Outside for Curry, and stolen by Booker. Here's Richards, and it's blocked. Outside Curry. From deep. And it's Durant with the rebound. Suns trail by 6. Here's Richards, defended by Butler. Booker left side. O'Neal dishes to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. The second effort. Durant kicks to Dunn. Here's Booker. The rebound by Payton. Payton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry fires from way outside. Again, Curry missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Curry on the wing. Outside Butler. Butler making it happen inside.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Richards. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, sinks the three-pointer. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Curry outside, drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 25 points.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Richards passes to Durant. They set the screen. Back to Richards. Action coming off the assist from KD.
Boy, in pick and roll situations, Kevin Durant has every pass. The lob, the pocket pass, so pretty.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Looking to end his court spell. And the dunk by Booker.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
For 3, Durant. They grab their own miss. Durant drives.
Boy, Kevin Durant gets...
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated.
First team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels it's not the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line and a very tight game.
Here's Curry. They kick it out to Green. Back to Curry. To the paint. Pass to post. O'Neal against Butler. Here's post. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
They set the pick. Right side, Kevin Durant. Yes!
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Knocks down the three.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Count it.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Katie against Green. Katie drives in. Yes!
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. They kick it out to Green, and we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what are their best options now?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Dunn in at the shooting guard position. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's McDaniels. 2 seconds left. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Booker, the pass to Richards. And Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Here's Gobert with the second effort. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace. And Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
Now here's Edwards. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, he was all alone on that one.
Proof that Durant can strike from anywhere, flexing his range with a deep 3.
Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Booker against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Back to Randle. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Suns trailing. Up top, Durant. Checked by Randle. Durant's shot is off.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Randle, the pass to DiVincenzo. Pulls up at the elbow. And that one comes up a bit short. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And Durant with the big finish.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Now here's Edwards, defended by Dunn. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he sinks the second. The Suns have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. DiVincenzo on the wing. Outside Edwards. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. From deep, just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 7 points.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Good work there as it goes.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Gobert finds DiVincenzo. 27 seconds left now in the first quarter. Outside for Randall. Outside Edwards. Launches it from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in. From outside the arc. That one no good. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
And it's at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Up and overdone. Edwards can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And stand while Edwards has pushed back. It hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Well, the Suns shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Gobert. O'Neal pulls it in. And the Suns with possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Booker. Randall outside. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Gobert. Gobert not bothered by the D.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And here's Randall. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
Monster down low. I mean, Gobert says, forget your contact and give me the bucket.
And Durant gets it to go.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Randall finds Edwards. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And Booker pulls it down.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Here's O'Neal. Booker looking around. And the Suns get another 3. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Well, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Phoenix shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. The 3, DiVincenzo. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the paint. Here's Richards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Durant. Reading the floor and finding the guy with the best shot available.
Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And so Gobert nails both of them. There's 45 seconds left in the second period. Here's Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense. It's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Drives to the hoop. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw misses.
DiVincenzo, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Durant with it. 12 points for him. Richards with a screen. Jacks up a 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Phoenix out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Damian Lee out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Bol in at the power forward position. And the basket by Plumlee.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Fires from deep. Plumlee pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Allen, left side. Banked it in off the glass. And now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Alexander Walker's got his first basket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Beal. Left side Bol. Lee on the wing. Covered by Alexander Walker. Back to Bol. Into the lane. And finished off by Bol.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Pass to Reed. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And Minnesota with possession here. They trail by 6. Here's Alexander Walker. He can't hit that time. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Beal, the pass to Plumlee. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed with it. Beal picks him up. Three-pointer. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And it just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Pass to Bowl. And finished off by Bowl.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that. And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Beal from outside. Miller pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
A slam dunk by Reed.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Bowl. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got 3 assists in the game.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Yeah, and you got to have some hang time to pull that off. 1:11 left in the third quarter. And he drives in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head, and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People
have to review. The plays are being reviewed under NBA rules.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Shannon. Up top, Alexander Walker. Allen defending. 6 on the shot clock for the lead. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 9 points now in the second half.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Alexander Walker with it. Plumlee on him. Reed over to the wing. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Beal outside. To the wing on the left. Bowl, no good.
despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Dunn's shot is good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Now here's Edwards, tightly guarded. Edwards on the move. Oh, can't throw down the reverse jam. Booker with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Minnesota in the lead. And stolen by Durant. Let's go with a 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off.
Whoa! Kevin Durant! Nasty!
And reaching deep into the bag. Durant finishes with a flourish, and he's got the sauce.
DiVincenzo against Booker. Outside, DiVincenzo. Down low. Here's Gobert. And miss after miss right now. Phoenix leading by 4. Durant takes it in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Clear the way. When Durant is moving like this, you know he's focused on throwing it down.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
First team foul.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
The easy money there for Booker. Can't let him get this close with the ball.
Randle inside, guarded by Durant. Pass to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed. DiVincenzo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
It's Edwards with a drive. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen. Richards with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Dunn's shot is good.
Unbelievable shooting down the stretch has them sitting pretty.
And Minnesota has possession. 8-point game. Gobert with a screen on Booker. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Booker against DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. Richards pulls it in.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
O'Neal, that's good. And so Durant with the assist. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Suns.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list. Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Takes the three. He can't get that one to fall. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. With Grant.
Expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Payton, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Curry finds Butler. Back to Curry. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Curry against McDaniel. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Edwards with it. Now Green defending. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got 5.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
The Warriors shoot their first free throws of the game. No good on that one.
Jackson Davis, 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's McDaniels. Right side, Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards with the stop.
The stunning athletic ability of Edwards going up high for that alley.
Curry from deep three-point land. Will it go? Here's Jackson Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now here's Randall. He's got 5. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Here's Gobert with the clock winding down. And Gobert throws it down.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
It's Curry outside. Connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's McDaniel. Here's Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Now Jackson Davis. Curry finds Jackson Davis. Curry is inside. Defended by Gobert. And the basket by Curry.
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still scoreless. Has to Gobert. Randall outside. the three. Kept alive. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 6 points.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Post. No good on the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's got no problems getting inside if there's that kind of room available. Dante with 2.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. And Post gets it to go.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. He gets it up. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Stephen Curry. Green is out there with Butler. Then there's Payton. And it's Post in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Now here's Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot misses.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And McDaniels with the block. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. 6-10 shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
You know when.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. It triggers a replay review by the official.
Taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Peyton passes to Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
Curry's so good at working the angles inside, just adapting to the situation.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Now here's DiVincenzo. Tight defense on him. Good. Nice job down low. Warriors trail by 7. With the crossover and the layup good by Curry. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, all those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
Now here's DiVincenzo. At the elbow, Randall. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Butler dishes to Peyton. Back to Butler. Puts up a 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Outside Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards no good. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Curry with it. Picked up by Edwards. Randall against Curry. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Randall against Green. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Out to Peyton. Pass to Curry. For 3. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
DiVincenzo with it. To the middle. Gobert can't hit. Warriors trail by 4. Curry on the wing. Here's Post. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Butler. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Off target from 3-point range. For 3, Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
Over to the left wing. On the wing, Green. Green with a screen on Edwards. 3-pointer, Butler. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's McDaniels. He has yet to score. Over to the wing. Here's Gobert. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And the first half is now in the books. The Timberwolves on. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Curry has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Miller, also Naz Reid out there, and it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, Hield showing some of that stop and start and stop again game, changing directions, impossible to guard.
Here's Minot. Here's Miller, and Kuminga comes to help. 5 to shoot. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Warriors trail by 7, and stolen by Miller. 3-pointer, traps in the tray.
You have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
The Warriors shooting 40% from the field. They set the pick. Pass to Moody. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
The defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Golden State. And he gets it to go. Shannon's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Pass to Hield. Down low. They swipe it. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, DA.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Santos. Yep, that one goes. Santos has got 5.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
To the inside. Why not? And that one is hammered home.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Kuminga. Still yet to score. And finished off by Kuminga.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 5. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Alexander Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Timberwolves leading by 14. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Minot. Here's Shannon. Lock at 6. There's a good screen. Banked in off the glass. Shannon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Here's Santos. He has 5. And here is Moody. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Who's watching here?
Here's Shannon. Pass to Alexander Walker. 35 seconds left to play here in the third.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First one falls for.
Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Down by 15. Ball's knocked loose. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Timberwolves have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. Here's Shannon. And Reed has it in the corner. Pass to Miller. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson-Davis. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. He hits both from the stripe. Curry way outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's Miller with the 3, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Payton. Butler out there with Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Curry outside. Rebound Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry against Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams him in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
They've been running away from the defense all games. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Good on the 3-point shot.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Gobert. Out to Edwards. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
3-pointer. Trains it from beyond the arc. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Randall outside. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Now DiVincenzo. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Randall. Back to McDaniel. DiVincenzo finds McDaniel. 3-pointer, Randall. Rebound by Butler. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Curry against DiVincenzo. Pass to Post. The three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Payton. He gets that one.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
And a deep three from Curry. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And here's Randall after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Curry on the wing. McDaniels defending. Right side Curry. Fires for three. No good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. So